diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So NC State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Cooks. The short hands, it's Adkins. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. and he's putting this defense on alert early.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. He'll keep it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back. And
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Cooks. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Finds his man. It's Moore. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, near short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's shot. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything, and the U is known.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Crooks. Finds his tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to...
He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
He'll try to take it back. Great move. Now he's got room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking downfield, it's Anthony. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything in this.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin.
Touchdown, Canes! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singletary. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Cooks. Zings it complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
They kick it away on 4th down. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have...
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given...
Touchdown, Hurricanes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets to return it on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Cook. Creates a little room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Back to pass, it's Cooks. Fires to the big fella. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They booted away on 4th down. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Canes will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Anthony. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick completion on the out. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Canes are flying down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grab near the marker. It's Barco. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no.
To the ground with the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. To the air, it's Mahad. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll go to the ground. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Moore.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Right on the money. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Mahan. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away.
Number 10, Hans Ponzinibbio.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to Davis. Shakes off the defender. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And the Canes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one?
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's second and long. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. He's got 50 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Back to throw, it's Anthony. Makes the grab. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Hurricane! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That's... pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Mahan. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. That last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Canes are marching down the field. To the air, it's Hussein. Fires into the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Right back to the well. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long, still playing with phenomenal effort here in the 4th quarter, creating that fumble taker.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Hurricanes are threatening in the red zone. Making side adjustments here. Toss to the outside. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Hussein. Now improvising. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
77, NC State, 0.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team. And